my fucking niece's phone. He called her phone. And guess what, Jens? She's not of age, you fucking pedophile, you.
Oh, I might have had some juice in you. Sorry about that.
What, you did it? No, you didn't do it.
No, I didn't call her.
We played voices. No, I got voice clips of everyone, and I played voice
I might,
clips, and
I might
she.
have given you information inadvertently,
Well,
I think.
anyway, Bob, I played voice clips. She identified the voice of the guy that called, and I played his clip, and she said that
Why
was
would
it.
you
So
call somebody else in your family like that? That don't make any sense.
I don't know why he. Man, that looks good. You gotta make me go get some pepperonis.
Mm. I wish I had some pepperonis right now. That would be really good with these fucking crackers. But hell, I can't really afford the chips, man. They want $5 for a little bag of chips. I might, fuck, I go to Walmart and spend $10 and get a big fucking bag of chips. There's four
Why
times as
buy the
big as
pizza?
the chips they got at the convenience store for sale for $5 fucking. I ain't spending $5 on that chip. This cost me $1.50, $1.60. Some shit like these are overpriced, but at least they're cheap.
Why buy the pizza, man? Let's get the pepperonis. That's the only part I like anyway. The rest of it's just bread and tomato juice. My dog likes them, makes him shit. Man, it's been a long time, Bob.
Yeah, have you seen the price of food lately?
Fuck, god damn it, don't stop going up.
God damn. I quit buying that shit that's way overpriced. I ain't bought none of that shit in I don't know how long.
I
You
have
know,
to get a part-time job. I'm talking to my neighbors are Amish, and I'm talking about 2 hours in the morning, drive them to work before I go to work myself. I can do that. It's just gonna make my fucking day long as hell is what it's gonna do. And then when I get off, I can go pick them up. But
well, okay.
but it's their van. I mean, they're gonna use their vehicle, and all I gotta do, it takes me 5 minutes to get there to pick them up. Then I drive them to wherever the job site is. It can't be over 2 hours. Um, then pick them up home, and they're gonna give me 350 cash a week, and that's using their vehicle. So hour on the top, hour on the bottom, 300
What, they don't
cash.
got a driver license?
What?
They don't got a driver license?
No, they're not allowed to drive or use electricity, but they do. They do. They own the cars, but they can't drive them.
God, that's weird.
You don't know what Amish are?
Well, yeah, but I never paid that much attention. They all got different rules from one I'm group to another.
I'll go live tomorrow and I'll drive past my neighbors down here. They're horse and buggies, man, everywhere. Horse and buggies. They're it's a religion, and no electricity, no. They got horse and buggies. It's their religion. And Sunday's a motherfucker around here. Sundays are the worst. And they all going to church and doing visiting and riding in buggies. Horses are shitting everywhere. Fucking always driving through horse shit. I don't like that part. It gets all up in the knobs of my tires and sticks there.
That's what I was just thinking about, man. When you get home from wherever you're going, you might want to park the vehicle down at the end of the fucking driveway. 'Cause that shit's gonna stink your vehicle up.
Well, if I just go to fucking Walmart, I'm driving through horse shit, right? And then I come home and the shit's it's stuck up in I got mud tires. So it's all stuck up in there, right? And then that shit draws flies. There's fucking flies buzzing around, and then they're getting in my house and getting on my fucking food. I can't. Yeah. I wish they'd buy cars and drive them.
Man, you need to get one a four nozzle like water deal to clean the carriage of your vehicle off after you go drive it somewhere. What you need to do is dig a pit and put them iron girds over both sides, where your tires when you drive over it, and then they clean off your fucking tires if you drive over it like a car wash.
Yeah, car washes get expensive though. It costs fucking $10 to drive through a goddamn car wash, and then it don't get the horse. Like it's not like shit. I mean, you can pick it up. It basically it's not mushy or anything like that. It's just basically fucking chewed grass and shit. Like it's like grass. They eat. They get
Dude,
they're fed that straw. It's just like it's amazingly light. It's just fucking straw packed together. Not bad, but it does draw flies. And the flies are a problem, especially on a fucking hot, humid day.
yeah, I've been with Mariana for over 5 years now.
That's a long time.
Yeah,
You guys should have an internet wedding on the internet.
yeah, a long term, man. I get doing all this fucking paperwork. Wow, there's like 3 days go by. I don't even touch it. It's just God damn it, it's fucking hassle. But
What?
when I
Why
get
don't you
into
bring her here to this
it,
country?
because it costs too much. I'll do it after I get done suing her. The fucking city, state, and the Fed 2 fucking times, 2 cities. But after the first lawsuit, I'm gonna go to I'm gonna fly out there, and then I'm gonna buy my house and get set up and probably start up some businesses, and then when the school year's right, I'm gonna fly them back here, and I'm gonna put her son and her younger sister into the private school system here.
You taking on the whole family?
Yeah, but I'll be able to instead of coming here on student loan, they're just gonna come here like on their own, and they can apply for citizenship, but it costs a lot of money for that shit, man. I mean,
That kid's got some big ass feet. I saw that shoe you bought him. They're growed. They need to get out and get paper routes and stuff.
he wears a 6.5, and he's like 10 years old,
Hmm.
10 or 11, but yeah. And his younger son, he wears the same shoe size. You can talk about somebody that's gonna have a big foot. Yeah, he's gonna have a big foot. But I'm
So
really happy I was able to get all that for him for Christmas. But I got more coming there. That ain't but maybe half of it. Well, it's over half of it. I got more coming. And then people that know, personally, I got shit order for them. That's in a way. But I never had a
right.
problem with me. And if anybody wants to buy and resell on the side, anything, I can hook you up with some good apps. Not just 10 moon. But if you want to buy and resell tractors and shit, man, I got the deals on those. Bobcats and shit like that. And but for just the little electronics and shit like that they got, um, Timu, Alibaba, and some other apps, also Boogu or Bangaloo or whatever the fuck it's called. They all got their different things that they're good at. That like you can buy something for $100 and sell it for $300, and it will sell pretty quick at $300 because the normal sale rate if you get on the internet trying to buy this would be like $400 or even 350 or 360. So you could come under that price and start up an internet store and sell the shit below market value possibly, and you
I,
will sell it.
I would think that streaming equipment would sell well, like cameras and microphones and lights, ring lights. You get this shit that cheap, And then you know when all the streamers that you know.
Yeah. Well, I am going to set up a website store, but that's not going to be for a while. But I am starting with the website store, and but I'm going to start up with her on first, her product on first, and then eventually by next year, I'll have a page in there, and I'll be selling my product on there too. But she had all her shit stolen quite a while back. And, I need to get her some income coming in. So the way to do that is to start up the store, and within 2 months, it's paying for itself. You know,
Right.
and you can't do that unless you invest into it. So, if you just buy a little bit here and there, it's not going to do it.
Well, I wonder if I'll get striked for putting up a dildo that looks like a dick.
Yeah, you might. Don't do that.
Okay. Okay. What about butt plug? Oh, that's an eggplant. God damn. God damn.
Just put up a cucumber or something.
Oh my God.
You talk about farming and Amish people, and then they can't say nothing about that.
Yeah, cucumber.
You said that the last time he got out of county jail, that something that stuck in his mind was when I talked about knowing this guy years ago, like 30 fucking years ago. This guy in there, he's a real short guy. He's like 5'2". He sure come to robbing shit because he couldn't find a fucking job. There's no jobs 30 years ago for anybody unless you had a trade, and even you it was hard. So, he started robbing banks and restaurants and shit, and he got caught, and he had to go spend a little time in prison. So, man, he told me the full story. He took a huge 9-inch stick cock up there, and that made him really hurt and all of that.
Oh
And then he
shit.
got put with another roommate after about a year to a year and a half of that. And that roommate had like a 13-inch thick fucking black cock. And he said he was that guy's bitch for about a year. And he couldn't walk for like a couple of days, 2, 3 days after that. And the guy had to bring him his food and shit. And then he said, I thought that was bad, a 13-inch cock. He said, oh, that's the biggest thing I'll ever have to take. I can handle it. I'm good. And then he said he had 2 years left to serve, and they stuck him in a cell with another black guy. And he said that motherfucker had a 16-inch cock went up his ass, and he ran into the same problem. He couldn't walk for a couple of days, and he thought, well, after that guy broke him in, he said he was used to that guy, and he said, well, I'll probably serve the rest of my time, and that'll be the biggest one I'll ever have to pay. Oh, no, no, no. They stuck him in a cell a year later with another guy. He had like a 24-inch fucking cock, and he thought it was going to kill him literally because he's only 5'2". And that guy fucking broke him in, man, and he couldn't walk for like 4 or 5 days after that guy. He had to go to the infirmary and all that shit.
So
And
what if a guy started off with a finger and ended up with 5 inches of butt plug? Could he handle that?
well, according to Jens, he could handle a 16-inch cock or 18-inch cock.
Oh my God.
So I think, but back then when he was with that woman, I don't think he was into that big of a cock yet. So I think he was just liking it a lot, and you know, 5 inches or 4 inches or whatever of dildo is probably just something that it's a vibrator, right? She said it's a vibrator. So it probably just tickled him back there a little bit in a way that he liked it. And but as far as it being a big to him, oh no, he was already used to it.
They probably broke up. They were fighting over the cock. The guy come in with a cock, and they were fighting over who gets it. And, that's enough to break any family up.
Well, that if you remember way back, that's why Hodges Jr.'s wife left. She left him because the guy came over and buying drugs from him. Had to be. He saw the big bulge in his jeans, and he said, "There is no fucking way a white guy has a cock. That's fucking huge." And the guy said, "Well, if my cock, dude. I don't stuff. You think I'm stuffing my pants or something? And the guy said, oh, yeah, you got to be stuffing, whatever. Or he brought it up, vice versa, or whatever. And then the guy told him, he said, well, I tell you what, I'll let you see it, but if I let you see it, dude, well, you got to fucking something. So Tommy told him, okay. So he moves past down, walked the fucking big monster out, and Tommy went right down on it and deep throated that motherfucker. His wife couldn't believe he could go that far down on that big, super thick, long fucking, like 15-inch white cock like that. And so while he was doing that, she went in the bedroom and started packing her shit. And she come out in the kitchen for some of her shit. And when she came back out, he got up on the fucking couch on his knees.
Bob,
And
you
the
some
guy
fucking
ran him
full
up
of
the
shit. Listen to this. Listen to this ignorant
he was just
motherfucker.
moaning a little bit, but
Motherfucker talking.
she
Bob,
maybe
you're full
might
of
be
shit.
kind of used to it because
Bob,
even though
Bob,
it seemed
Bob, Bob,
painful to
stop
her,
it. Stop
he
it,
was like,
Bob. You
well,
ignorant
after
motherfucker.
the guy been pumping him for
Ignorant
about
son
a
of a
minute or
bitch.
two, he was like, okay, I'm good, keep fucking me. And that's why she left him.
Yeah,
Packed her
Bob,
shit up and
Bob
she
has
walked
all the
out
answers.
while he was
Fuck
getting
you,
back.
Bob. Bob, fuck you.
You want to bring Dumpster simulcasting, so we got people watching on that channel over there. You can bring them up to speed. I did find a picture. That one's 4 and that one's 5. It took me a while because it was 4 or 5 average or medium size in the middle. So right there it is behind my head. 4 and 5 medium size. Oh boy. And yeah,
She probably wasn't as thick as the cucumber you got behind you, but yeah.
if he could start with a finger, it all started with a finger, she says. She exposed him. It all started with a finger. And then he went to that size. That come in the mail, by the way. She ordered lingerie, and then they sent the free gift, like a Temu gift.
That was the free gift.
He went
So
from a
he got
finger.
sterilization for free. He got his
Yeah.
butt booked for free.
So if he went from a finger to that, he have no problem.
I had already had 9 to 9.5 inch cock up his ass the last time he went into Kenya.
He won't have any problem if he can. That's a big jump right there. Finger to that, yeah. Then 9 inches. He'll be begging for more by the time the guy gets the whole 9 in. He'll be begging for more.
Oh no, he flat up told me 12.5 inches wasn't nothing.
That shit got all up in that 12 inches gets all up into his fucking appetite.
So I kind of broke my promise to him because I'm telling on it. He told me that behind the scenes like 4 years ago. 12.5. He could take 12 and he's standing on his head.
What, you promised that fucker to keep a secret for him? Do you think he would keep one for you?
Yeah, no, that's why I'm breaking the silence because he tried to fucking bring me into his live stream with Harry Brogy on there and get us into it. And I'm done with Harry. I'm not, so I don't want to get into it. So I'm not going to go on his live stream anyway and fall for that shit because, that's his forte. He suckers people to get into it and then he sits back and laughs at the shit.
You know something? Yes, I know you're lurking. You know something? Bob's smart. I'm smart. We got the fuck away from the Discord bullshit, and we got the fuck away from you. And what happens now? He basically does it. Bob don't have any enemies. He really fucking don't. Well, whatever. Him and John might be poking a stick here and there, but at the end of the day, they'll throw their stick down and kick your ass, motherfucker. I'm telling you, getting away from Yins eliminated 90% of the enemies.
Yeah,
That
me and
tells
John just
me.
joking back and forth. But here's the thing: I could actually see John holding down Yins and letting his dog butt fuck Yins in his butthole.
Making fireman sounds, right? Fire engine sounds.
I can videotape the whole thing on the cell phone. Check this shit out, guys. I'm not gonna take my channel down, but I don't care.
He would be making fire engine noises. Yeah, I can see Yins being a victim sodomized. If I was getting him in the ass, I would want to make like fucking farm animal noises, because I will
Yeah,
get
put
to
on
the
the cowboy
chicken.
hat with fucking leather and shit. You know, and get
I will
the
get
rope,
to the chicken.
start waving the rope around,
Mhm.
start yelling, "Yeehaw!
Woohoo!
Boy!"
Saddle up, little doggy.
Fucking you! Oh god, yeah, I did something else.
You be walking bow-legged after this, bitch.
Yeah, so Ian is another person who has officially failed the Trumpster Bob Butthole challenge because he got a blowed out booty hole.
He fell. I'm telling you what I know now, he has failed that fucking test. Matter of fact, that's the only thing you can do now, Jens, is show the booty hole. That's all that's left for you, buddy.
You might as well go ahead and show how blowed out it really is. I mean, we know that motherfucker's blowed out like the goddamn Grand Canyon.
What I want to know is when she threw him out, did he take
did he sneak out with the dildo up his ass?
did he get it? Did he take it with him? I mean, did he smuggle it out the door? Did he hide it somewhere? Smuggle it out. Did she ever use it after he used it? I mean, there's a lot of questions here. Did she use it after he used it?
Well,
Probably not.
you know his big size is only 4. He's only 4 inch. He only has a 4-inch dick. I don't know if y'all knew that or not, but I've known it for years. And that's been out. He kind of told on himself. And that other girl he was with told it first. He only has a 4-inch dick. 4 1/4 at that.
I want to get a hold of that girl. I need to ask her.
So
Did he just come straight out?
Bigger than his own dick.
I need to know how that got started. Did he just come straight out and ask her to spit on her finger and ram it up in there?
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
How would that have gotten started? Oh, he'll probably say he was drunk or something. I don't care if he's drunk or not. If you think, a lot of things can happen when you're drunk.
I bet he was fucking her, and he just asked her. He said, "Why don't you get down and put your fingers in my butthole and just start pulling me to you like that?"
Yeah, it all started with a finger. You know what? I got a theory.
Says, "Would you finger my butthole?"
Yeah, I got a theory. It started with the finger for her. He already been experienced. I imagine that finger went up in there pretty easy with a lot of slack.
Oh yeah.
So he pretended to her that it was something brand new, like, oh, I want to just try a little bit of a finger, just a tip, But yeah. And now I wonder if that really was a free gift. We need to talk to her. You sure he didn't go back and change that fucking order and get the dildo?
Probably would have found a coupon for the free gift.
He says, "Look here, honey. They sent a free gift with the lingerie."
What should I get? I don't know. Hey, why don't you get that little dildo? It's free.
Let's see. I want to see how many panels that they let him on, knowing that they're all a bunch of fags. They'll probably let him up on panel, knowing he likes it up the ass.
We know a lot of guys that are pretty up there. Come on up.
Have you noticed who's been paneling up with him and fucking Corey lately?
No, I don't know. I'll tell you, that black guy over at Alicia Gordon still would love to stick it up his ass. The guy that was helping out that little midget for a long time and then lied on him and shit like that, and then said he committed suicide, but he didn't.
That little fucker, yeah, the little stalking motherfucker.
Yeah, he came out and admitted he was gay as fuck over there on Discord.
You know,
When I was in
Elisa's
Richmond.
probably into that shit. She probably sticks something up your ass, Jens.
Yeah, well, if she was born a guy, she probably would be very intrigued to what it would be like if she still had her dick. And what it would be like to stick something up a guy's ass. So yeah, we could probably work it out.
I thought about that the other day. I was watching a video. The lady was interviewing people to work on video with her. Am I echoing?
Uh-uh.
The lady was interviewing another lady, right? And I swear to God, she was a bitch. I mean, she sounded like a woman and everything. And then she says, well, I would like to work with the LGBTQ because I'm part of that. She's like, what? Really? Are you gay? She's like, no, I'm trans. And it was almost like they was going to make her have to fucking prove it because of her voice. And she looked as good as Elisa.
Oh, they got better than Elisa. They got actresses out there that are acting in movies that people watching movies, they don't even know that the motherfucker still got his dick. He ain't had it tucked in yet. Some of them have. They have had it tucked. Like Elisa's had hers tucked. Elisa had her cock and balls tucked in when she was 19 years old. When she went to work for Howard Stern.
There's no way to know because do you know what?
He's well known.
She
to
only wears dresses.
Yeah, but if you look up there, here's the thing though: if a woman, if she pulls her legs up, spreads her legs, the holes are this far apart. They're like right there. Like
right.
You can do like this, and you're doing both holes, one with each finger if you wanted to, I guess. But when a transvestite, when a guy has his pecker and balls tucked in, there's a separation between the two.
Isn't it in a different spot too? Like it's up
Yeah,
too high.
instead of being just that thin skin that separates the pussy and the butt, there's about, there's a good inch or so that separates it. The whole from
Yeah,
the butt.
because them transvestites can fuck standing up, facing you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a woman can't do it, but I mean, she's got to, arch her.
That's hard to do with a woman because you got to contort your back and shit and get all up under to fuck them standing up.
That's what I'm saying. Unless you arch yourself to you, then you could. Then
I have to ask Jens the next time I see him about that. So how would that work in his butt? Like 1, 2.
Well, he never had his dick and balls tucked in.
Because he's a chicken shit.
Yeah, he's too scared for that.
Look at that. That's 4 inches. That's 5 inches average. In the ass.
Well, he told on himself, so he can't deny it no more. He's one of them boys that he likes the cock in the cockahoo. I mean,
we need relentless is what we need. We need relentless to
when you're talking yens, a little cock will do.
That's the only difference. There's no difference between a whore and yens. What the chicken says cockadoodle do.
Any cock will do.
That's what yens goes. Any cock will do.
Yeah, yens will take any fucking cock up his ass.
I seen that fucker burp once, and I damn near smelled it. My imagination, I almost smelled it.
For like 8 hours straight just to get you a partial hard on. And even with a partial hard on, you could probably stick it up his ass.
You need to friend his woman up on the Discord, Pit Girl.
We need to get her up in here in the live stream and talk about his gay.
The last I knew, she was fucking willing to, but I left it alone. I left it alone.
Yeah,
I was like, to me, that was going too far. I don't know. We know the guy takes it in the ass now.
Well, I hate to say this, but I'm getting bored with this shit. I'm getting really, really bored. So I'm going to end this. Appreciate you making
You're talking about telling somebody that's of legal age just so you can get the scoop on him. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
How about that?
Nobody
it's a moral legal age.
They laugh at every fucking thing she says when she gets up here and talks about it.
Is a moral